Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Las Vegas Raiders 32-13. Now, hey, if you just look at the box score, you would say it was an absolute blowout, right? Oh, dude, the Steelers won by 19 points. They blew out the Oakland Raiders. What a shocker. But when you go back and actually watch the game, I don't think it was as pretty, as easy a win as the box score may suggest. The Raiders were screwed out of several opportunities and scores due to questionable penalties, play calls, and anomalies. Those scores ended up swinging from one side of the pendulum towards the Steelers side of the pendulum, right? The Steelers won by 3 scores, but one of those scores were because there was an awfully called illegal man downfield penalty on a touchdown by the Raiders that should have counted, but the refs blew that freaking call. Another one was because of an anomaly, a blocked punt by the Steelers, setting up Pittsburgh in the red zone for Justin Fields, who had a terrible day in my opinion. And another one was because of a terrible pick by Aiden O'Connell, setting up the Steelers once again in the red zone. I say that to say that because of Justin Fields' play today, the game should have been much closer than it actually was. All right, that's how I feel about it. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible about what happened in this game. It should have been a much closer game than it really was. And if you don't like that, if you don't like me leading with the negativity, hey, there's channels out there that are going to make you happy, right? So go on. You can go now. You're free to go. I'm not holding you hostage here. We want volunteers here, not hostages, as Mike Tomlin says. But for the rest of you, let's get into the realistic take. You know me. I try to keep it realistic. Maybe some of you guys think that's negative, and I think that's fair. Hey, let's get into Justin Fields today, right? Because Justin Fields, he's getting worse. He's regressing. A lot of people, we'll get into the rant. Now, I'll lead with Justin Fields to say, George Pickens dropped 3 passes from him. And a lot of people are going to tell you all week, oh, Justin Fields is good. It's just George Pickens, our number 1 receiver, is dropping passes. Man, he's a lot worse than that. Let me tell you that right now. I tried really hard to enjoy this game. Right? I tried really hard to enjoy this win. I can't. I'm having a hard time doing so. It took me 2 watches of this game to really solidify how I feel. I don't feel good about Justin Fields. Like, a lot of people are sitting here telling me he's a franchise quarterback. He has 10 touchdowns and 1 pick. Oh my God, Devin, he's a franchise quarterback. Stop it. Stop it right now. No. Can he get there? Yes. Let's be careful with the word franchise quarterback, okay? I'm sick of people calling Justin Fields a franchise quarterback right now. He's getting worse. Not only is he not getting better, developing in Pittsburgh, he's getting worse, right? The only thing he's got going for him right now are his legs and an occasional awesome 3rd down conversion, right? And a red zone touchdown. Other than that, he's not developing as a passer. He's not getting better at beating the blitz. We'll get into it. Today, against the blitz. So the way I took my notes for Justin Fields today is I categorized his plays into 3 categories. Number 1, how he performed against the blitz. Number 2, how he performed under pressure. And number 3, how he performed when he had time to throw. All right. So today, I think he had 1 good play against the blitz. I didn't blitz Justin Fields too much, which is probably a smart thing because he's not a very good passer. He's not really good at processing a defense. But today, one of the first blitzes the Raiders sent towards him, Justin Fields stared Robert Spillane, I think it was, right in the face, coming down into his face, and threw the hitch to George Pickens, got blown up on the play. That's good. That's how you beat a blitz. But the other blitzes in the game, hey, there was 1 play later in the game, defense was showing cover 0, right? What they ended up doing was dropping 2 linebackers into the hook curl zones of the defense. All right, the hook curl zones of the defense, for those who don't know. So imagine there's the deep thirds, right? This is where your safeties hang out. The deep quarters, the deep thirds of the field, that's where the safeties hang out. Where the linebackers hang out, the middle linebacker, Mike linebacker, those are the hook curl areas of the defense. All right, so late in the game, the defense was showing cover 0. What cover 0 is, it means there's no high safety. There's no safeties that's going to protect the backside of the field, okay? And typically it's a blitz where the rest of the defenders are going after the quarterback. Good quarterbacks should love facing cover 0, all right? So when Justin saw cover 0, oh, there's no high safeties, everybody's showing blitz right now, Fields didn't change the play call. He didn't make any hot routes. What ended up happening is he missed short on the deep out route to Calvin Austin. Like, hey, what you got to do there is, hey, George, I I got blitzes all over me. I'm going to send the ball to you. Run a quick in. Run a quick dig. Get open. Turn your head real quick. He didn't do that. Now, does he have the freedom to do that? I don't know. Some say he does. Some say he doesn't. We really don't know. But regardless, even if he had the power to, even if he didn't have the power to call hot routes, call audibles at the line, he still missed short to Calvin Austin. It's like, not only did you not make adjustments at the line, you still missed. You still threw the ball short to Calvin Austin. Like, it wasn't even that long of a throw. How'd you miss that? Against coverage 0 too, you're supposed to love cover 0. Okay. Then there was another blitz. It was his last drop back of the game. The nickel corner blitzes, and Justin had no plan for it. He decides to take a sag instead of throw the ball away and preserve field position. Now, you could say, oh, Dev, this didn't matter. It was late in the game. We already had the game sealed away, zip, sealed, mailed, delivered, whatever the phrase is. To me, it doesn't matter. You're supposed to be developing your habits here. It was late in the game, right? Justin, look, as a quarterback, before every play, this is why quarterback is the most difficult and most important position to play in sports. Every play before the snap, you need to have a plan for where you're going to put the ball if a blitz comes from a certain place. You have to have a plan for the blitz wherever it may come from. Hey, if the blitz comes from here, I'm going to replace the ball over there. If the blitz comes from here in the nickel, I'm going to replace the ball to the slot receiver. He never has a plan for the blitz. It's so frustrating. We're in what, year 4 now? And people are saying, oh, Dev, he's developing. No. This was a problem year 1 in Chicago. This is a problem year 2 in Chicago. This is a problem year 3 in Chicago. And this is a problem year 4 in Chicago. One of Kenny Pickett's biggest problems was his inability to beat a blitz, and it killed his career. We're seeing the same thing with Justin Fields. He can't beat a blitz. The only thing he's got going for him is if a blitz comes, he can outrun it sometimes. Rarely does Justin have a plan for the blitz. If you're a defender, if you're a defense, if you're a defensive coordinator about to play Justin Fields, have a spy, blitz Justin Fields every single play because he doesn't know what to do. All right. Now, let's transition to how Justin Fields performed under pressure. Okay. There was one play where he had George wide open and he threw it to the soft spot of the zone, but nobody was there. Like, where are you? Maybe it was a miscommunication on Calvin Austin, who had an out route. Like, where were you throwing? Calvin Austin was kind of open up the seam for a touchdown, but he didn't throw it there. George had an out route, but he threw it to the soft spot of the zone. It's like, what are you doing? Maybe it was a miscommunication. Does Justin Fields deserve the benefit of the doubt there? I don't know. There was another play under pressure early in the second quarter. There's a play where Justin had Max Crosby breathing down his neck. All right. And Justin threw the ball way over and opened George Pickens' head. So a lot of people are saying, oh, George Pickens effing always open. Yeah, he had 3 drops, but he also wasn't given great opportunities to catch that ball. Like, that one right there was all Justin, like way over George's head. How do you overthrow 6'2" George Pickens? I think he's taller than that too, which is the crazy part. But okay, hey, there was another play under pressure. It was a play late in the second quarter. He was under pressure. Calvin Austin had his man beat. And instead of putting touch on the ball, Justin throws the ball on a rope. And Cal had no chance to make that catch. His hands were on it, but it's like, number one, you're throwing that to your 5'4" guy. Number 2, you're putting it on line to your 5'4" receiver. He's more like 5'8", but at this point, does it matter? He's too short to be a competent NFL receiver. But still, Justin gave him no chance to catch that ball. It's like, it's throws like these that when people tell me Justin Fields is a franchise quarterback, I say, bull honky. These are throws that franchise quarterbacks should make. So don't give me that Justin Fields franchise quarterback nonsense. Let's actually see it first. Let's actually see him turn into one first before we call him a franchise quarterback. Next play, late in the half, red zone. There was a single high safety. Justin Fields just does not see Connor Hayward wide open on the post. He was throwing his hands up with, Justin, I'm right here. Wide open on the post. He runs the ball instead. Got like 5 or 6 yards out of it in the red zone. But still, it's like, these are throws that franchise quarterbacks make. Let's go on. Let's move on. Onward. There was another play where he had a great play in the pocket, maneuvering, staying calm, under pressure. And he threw a strike to Calvin Austin on a deep dig for a third down conversion. So, hey, he wasn't all bad under pressure, right? Oh, it's just he was mostly bad under pressure. Oh, yeah, don't tell me he had a good game today. Let's go move on. Let's talk about the plays where Justin Fields had time to throw. Because, okay, these are the tough times. You know, how did Justin Fields fare when he had time to throw? Well, one play, he had Pat Freiermuth wide open for a first down early in the second half. Threw the ball on a rope instead of up and over a defender again. Nothing. He had no shot to catch that ball. The second quarter, defense was showing 2 high safeties, and Justin Fields bails to the left side of the field and finds Calvin Austin for a first down. Yippee! Oh, well, the ball was really late, number one. Number two, it was thrown to the wrong side of the shoulder. If it was thrown on the right shoulder, the outside shoulder to be specific, Calvin Austin could have caught that ball, turned upfield, and got some extra yardage. But no, ball was late. Calvin Austin gets decked. You know, it's like, it's a first down, so you can't hate on it too much, but it's little things like that, like I said, when people want to call Justin a franchise quarterback, he's an average passer at best, right? Let's slow down, okay? Next play. He had a nice play late in the second. He realized pre-snap everybody on the front 7 was occupied. All right, all the defenders were getting blocked. All the middle linebackers were occupied covering receivers. Justin Fields realized that. As soon as he realized that, books it up the middle for a nice 15, 20-yard gain for a first down. Good. That's good. And you know what the Raiders did immediately after that? They started putting a spy on him. Smart. Good play by Justin Fields. Hey, he had time to throw. Realized nobody's accounting for me. Oh, I can book it. Awesome. Next play, Justin Fields had a boneheaded pick. Right? He had a boneheaded pick. George Pickens was running a deep dig route, stared him down the entire time. Justin Fields took the snap, stared down George on the left side, running a deep dig. Oh, there's George Pickens. He's running a deep dig. I'm going to throw the deep dig to George Pickens. Boom. Intercepted. Divine Diablo, who had a good game today, by the way. Divine Diablo, just standing there. Oh, is this ball for me? Oh, thanks, Justin. The play was called back because of a questionable roughing the passer call. That's one of those plays where I said the Raiders had an opportunity there that was squandered by a bad officiating call. Can't have those plays when you have all this time to throw, Justin. Next play, late in the half. It was a goal line play. Both his throwing options were covered up. Fields realizes Fields is a real red zone threat, especially with his legs. We all agree on that. He gets around the edge, runs the ball in himself. Great. Now the 2-point attempt is where I want to talk about this. Fields throws another dropped interception. But right before that, he had Van Jefferson wide open on a slant for a conversion, a 2-point conversion to set the Steelers a full score ahead. Doesn't see him, forces it to Connor Hayward. Once again, Divine Diablo's right there to intercept the ball. Drops the pick, but still. Play didn't count. Nothing happened. No points, nothing, because Justin Fields made a bad decision. Now, there's one play that really frustrates me, and it's the trick play. I don't need to repeat what kind of trick play it was. It was the trick play. I say the trick play, and you know exactly what I'm... Oh, yeah, it's the one where Fields got smacked on the back. He got back shots, got knocked down. It's like... Let's talk about it. It was the second quarter. There were 6 minutes left in the game. Number one, I hate the play call. I hate that we don't have the personnel to run this kind of play. Maybe they thought it worked in practice. Whatever. The play actually should have never happened. And let's talk about that. So, on that play, I'll show it to you on the screen right here. There were 6 rushers on the defense, 5 blockers, and Connor Hayward is that 6th blocker, but he's actually supposed to chip and run his route. He's one of the options to throw to on this play. Now, Isaac Seumalo, number 73, he's the trap guy on this play. His job is to block. As soon as the A-gap is secured, boot out and go take care of the edge rusher. In this case, it was Divine Diablo, who once again had a great game. Shout out to Divine Diablo. Now, even though the math works out on this play, enough guys to block enough defenders, the reason this play should have never happened is because up at the top of the screen, Divine Diablo, he was what's called an overhanging defender. Okay, as soon as Justin Fields saw that there's an overhanging defender and there's only 6, maybe 5 guys to block 6 blockers, he should have called a timeout. right? The reason he should have called a timeout is because, once again, Isaac Seumalo, his job is to secure the A-gap, boot out, and go block the edge rusher, Divine Diablo in this case. Now, because Divine Diablo was a hanging and overhanging defender, Isaac Seumalo never had a freaking chance at getting to him. He never had a chance at getting to him. People were like, who's responsible for this? Who's Isaac Seumalo is? He never had a shot at the ball. Justin Fields needs to realize that, call a timeout. We need to change the play. I don't like this look. It doesn't work. He didn't. So when I hear people say this guy's a franchise quarterback, it frustrates me because we've had one for years, and we know what a franchise quarterback looks like. Don't put Justin Fields in that conversation yet. Yet. Man. Outside of that, he ran the ball in for a touchdown on the first play after that one Dante Jackson interception late in the game. Justin Fields performs a fake toss, turns around, runs an outside zone for the touchdown. Good for him. He had one deep shot to George on the deep ball. He had one deep shot to George on a deep out in garbage time. Number one, it was a bad ball. George was able to get it, but it was a forced ball. You're clearly doing that just to make George happy. They forced the ball to George Pickens on the play after that. It was a drag route. I forget if it was a zig or a drag, but it was an outbreaking route. Forcing the ball there didn't work. They were just trying to make George happy. But in totality, man, Justin Fields did not have a good game. So when I hear people coming up to me, Devin, look at this chart from week 4. This is actually a true story. I had someone on Twitter try to tell me Justin Fields is a really good quarterback because he had a solid completion percentage in relation to how open his receivers were. Number one, the chart was 3 weeks outdated. We're going on week 7 now. This dude's living and dying by a chart that is supposed to, I guess, detail through week 4. Number one, that's how you measure quarterback play, by how many passes they completed compared to how open their receivers are? Really? Number 2, you're just ignoring tape? Like, come on. Oh my God. Justin Fields is a guy that I said we should bring in. The reason I said we should bring him in is because, number 1, he's a serviceable quarterback. But number 2, and more importantly, he has superstar potential. At this point in the year, the best way I can describe Justin Fields is he's a serviceable quarterback who can run, that comes on Sundays with the mystery box. And sometimes when you open the mystery box, he turns into Superman. That's what he's been for the last 4 years. So when I see people coming in here giving me statistics, Justin Fields has 10 touchdowns and 1 interception. Therefore, he's a franchise quarterback. Stop it. Stop it. That's so disrespectful to actual franchise quarterbacks like Jordan Love, like CJ Stroud. Justin Fields is nowhere freaking close to them. So take a step back real quick. Okay, take a step back. Relax. Have patience. I know we're all excited that we have a young, mobile quarterback that sometimes makes good throws. Let's relax. Let's call him out what he is. He's a good quarterback. He's a quarterback you can win with. But that's all he is right now. Okay, that's all he is. Like, let's chill on the franchise quarterback talk. Like, for 3 weeks in a row, he's gotten worse as a passer. Just relax. Don't even play that game with me. We don't have a franchise quarterback. We haven't had a franchise quarterback since 2018 Benton. It's all been downhill from there. Mason Rudolph, Duck Hodges, Kenny Pickett. Justin Fields is the best of those 4, but he's still not good enough. A lot of people wanted to make fun of me for saying he's not good enough, and I maintain that. Justin Fields is not good enough. Am I open to him getting there? Yes. Am I open to him becoming a better quarterback? Yes. Am I open to getting better at not stuttering? Heck yes. But is he a franchise quarterback right now? Absolutely not. Chill. Relax. It's okay to be critical of a guy you really like. It's okay to be critical. I give you permission to be critical. I'd argue it's damn near necessary to be critical of Justin Fields. How else is he going to get better if this is the benchmark we set for him? Oh, as long as you win games and don't turn the ball over, y'all are turning into Mike Tomlin. That's what it is. Steeler fans are just a bunch of Mike Tomlins. They're okay with being okay. They're okay with being okay. Mediocre is okay. Welcome to the American groupthink. As long as you're mediocre, you're good. As long as you're good, you're making a solid amount of money a year, you're good. Oh, greatness, don't worry about being a billionaire. Don't worry about being a millionaire. Don't worry about that. Just be okay. And you're good. You're a good American. Screw that. I want to be great. I want to be great. I want greatness. I demand better of the team I love. So if you're with me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not, I don't know what to tell you. There's channels that'll give you the validation that you want. But outside of that, this game was won because of Najee Harris, who had the game of his career, beating up on a bad Raiders defense. And speaking of defense, the Steelers defense showed up today. I mean, after that first drive, I was concerned because it's like, dang, Mike Tomlin, your defense is getting they're getting their back broken by the Raiders offense. Really? Aiden O'Connell? Who? But after that, they put it together, forced a bunch of turnovers. Love to see it. Now, should Justin Fields continue to start? Absolutely. I got no interest in seeing Russell Wilson in here. Will Justin Fields continue to start? I don't think so. We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow at Tomlin's presser. Play the Jets next week, which should be an easy win. And because it should be an easy win, Mike Tomlin's going to make it real stressful. But we'll see. Oh, my God. I hate this team. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just so critical it's toxic. But if that's what it takes to be honest, then I guess I'm so critical it's toxic. Whatever. I don't care. Go. Got to fire the coach. Go Steelers. My name is Devin Engel. Take care.